Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week.
You can never judge a book by its cover, especially if you're out in the wild. Some of the scariest looking animals, like cellar spiders and bats and garden snakes, are actually harmless, while other animals commonly perceived as amicable and adorable are actually some of the deadliest creatures out there. Let's have a look at 10 of the cute animals you should definitely run away from at the very first sight. Let's begin. Number 10. Slow Loris. We have all seen the cutest videos online. They hold cocktail umbrellas in their tiny hands and they stare at the camera with their massive, adorable eyes. And do we need to even mention the tickling? Well, they are the closest thing in the animal kingdom to a real-life Furby. You have most probably thought to yourself at least once in your life, if only I had a slow loris, I'd never be sad again. And who could blame you on this? They are unbelievably cute and are known to be particularly docile. Unfortunately, they are also one of the few animals on the planet to be toxic. They have a gland on their arm which secretes a venomous substance. When they feel threatened, they lick the gland on their arm to mix the toxin with their saliva and deliver a bite that can result in a fatal anaphylactic shock. Beware, cuteness can hurt. Number 9. Poison dart frog. Not all frogs are cute, but poison dart frogs, also known as arrow frogs, with their small size and bright colors, are admittedly pretty endearing. Unfortunately, those pretty colors, which make you so desperately want to pick one up, are intended to be a warning to stay away. As a result, their diet, which consists of ants and termites, specifically to the rainforest habitat, their bodies collect and store toxins, which are then secreted from their skin. The name poison dart frog comes from the historical use of their skin secretions by indigenous tribes who would dip the darts and arrows into the toxin for a deadly effect. Thankfully, when kept in captivity and given a simplified diet, their toxicity diminishes, making handling possible. So that's the good news for you if you really want to pick up a poisonous dart frog and play with it. Its deadliness can be managed with proper care. Number 8. The Swan. Perhaps more beautiful than adorable or cuddly, these large water birds are commonly associated with poise, grace, and elegance in popular culture. From a distance, they certainly appear calm and serene, but then you get too close to one of them, and at which point, composure be damned. Swans are straight up vicious. Swans have a habit of aggressively chasing humans when they feel threatened, and this is their defense mechanism in which they become very offensive. During the mating season, however, it is often the swans who are seen threatening others. In a town in England, 2 swans had people afraid to even leave their homes as they indiscriminately attacked humans and cars alike. In 2012, a man was actually knocked out of his kayak by a swan, which then proceeded to attack him in the water until he drowned. So, now you know, you only should admire this beauty of a swan from a distance, or otherwise, you are yourself responsible for what they do to you. Number 7. Wolverine. Listen, no one with a sane mind would suggest trying to hug that cigar-smoking, questionably coiffed berserker with adamantium claws and a heart of gold, but honestly, you might be better off trying to snuggle up with Wolverine than his namesake. Wolverines are a type of weasel, and while they might be the cutest weasel you have ever seen, they are also among the most dangerous. Despite being one of the largest of the weasel family, typically weighing between 20 and 50 pounds, they are still quite small. And compared to the animals they are known to hunt, like caribou, deer, sheep, elk, and moose, they may look like the miniature bear you might be dreaming of. But they are notoriously ferocious, despite being too cute to handle. Number 6. The Dingo. The Australian hounds might look like your run-of-the-mill adorable mutt, but they are truly wild. Genetically speaking, they are a lot in common with the cute domestic dogs, but from a behavioral standpoint, they are more similar to wolves and coyotes. As the largest land carnivore on the continent, the dingo is an alpha predator within the environment. People had captured or raised dingoes to be kept as pets, but it is dangerous and becomes too difficult to handle as their wild instincts can prove hard to overcome. Dingoes are naturally shy and usually would avoid humans, but are also reported to attack when they are cornered, threatened, or desperate for food. Such attacks typically result in flesh wounds, but that whole story in which a woman claimed that dingoes took her baby, that actually happened. So basically, they might seem to be harmless, cute dog-like animals that you don't need to worry about, but they can turn out to be ferocious. Number 5. Glacious Atlanticus. You know what sounds even less likely to be adorable than a fish? A slug. We're sure you remember that scene from Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets when Ron vomited out slugs. Yes, that even makes it more disgusting. But this little beauty is here to change your thoughts about slugs. This one seems to belong to a later generation of Pokemon, seemingly too bright, colorful, and whimsical to exist outside of anime. The good news, however, is that they are totally real. But before you get your hopes up, let us tell you that handling these pocket-sized fantasy creatures is highly discouraged. Concealed in their long, tentacle-like appendages are venomous nemocytes, also called stinging cells, which they acquire naturally via their diet. They can deliver a concentrated sting that is sure to hurt, but in rare cases can often prove fatal. Of their two nicknames, the Blue Angel and the Blue Dragon, the later one seems more appropriate. Better stay away. Number 4. Pufferfish. Outside of a Disney Pixar movie, fish aren't typically described as cute or irresistibly cuddly, but just look at the face of this one. Anyone who says that they don't want to cuddle with this adorable little bundle of joy is either lying or is a cyborg who's also lying. Sadly, a pufferfish snugglefest is more than ill-advised, as it quite possibly is a death sentence. Not only are most species of pufferfish toxic, but many of them also count as the most poisonous creatures on the planet. They contain tetrodotoxin, which is a highly deadly neurotoxin. A small dose of this toxin can prove fatal, and there are no known antidotes. Pufferfish have the distinct ability to inflate their bodies, which in some species are covered in sharp poisonous spines. So maybe it is better to keep them only in an aquarium, and don't even think about handling them. This cuddling can cost you your life. Number 3. Bottlenose dolphins. Beautiful, super intelligent, graceful, and incredibly playful. What more could you ask for in a swimming companion? Swimming with dolphins is possible and is a popular tourist attraction in many countries. An opportunity to get up close and personal with these remarkable aquatic mammals. However, the issue lies in the popular assumption that they are all friendly and peaceful. Even though they've been known to save swimmers and people from drowning, they are still wild animals and can respond negatively if harassed, threatened, or agitated. Dolphins have been observed to be ganging up on other creatures like sharks and porpoises, bludgeoning them to death with their noses. That too, just for fun. Now you can well imagine if they can do that to a vicious animal like a shark, what are they capable of doing if they are in the mood to do so? They have also bitten and pulled humans underwater. In any case, a male dolphin even charged a woman aggressively attempting to mate with her. Number 2. Monkey. Not all of them are deadly, and not all of them are cute either, but there's no denying the trend and popularity of keeping monkeys as exotic pets. Humans have a long history of bonding and developing a close relationship with other primate cousins. They are the animal species most similar to ourselves and exhibit many human-like behaviors and characteristics as humans are said to be evolved from them. For unfortunately, our familiarity with monkeys and comfort working with them in close proximity can sometimes be very dangerous or even yield deadly results. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans all possess remarkable strengths, and when threatened, frightened, or angered, they can easily bite or pummel a human to the point of causing serious injury or even death. Imagine having a pet whose tantrums get so out of control that it could even badly injure or cause death. It's better to stay away, I guess. Number 1. Pandas. They are undoubtedly cute, cuddly, and irresistibly adorable. Thanks to the video clips like this one circulating on the internet, people are desperate to have a first-hand experience of play fighting with these delightful creatures. In fact, pandas are so desirable and inaccessible that people in China have started shaping and coloring the fur of dogs to look like pandas. Unfortunately, real pandas are not as easily manageable as their canine lookalikes and can even be very moody when it comes to humans managing them. Despite their roly-poly clown-like behavior as we see in the videos on the internet, real pandas can be really violent. When the mood takes them, they have the weight behind them to cause some serious damage. They might be vegetarians, but their bite is among the most powerful of any carnivore. In 2006, a man drunkenly climbed into a panda enclosure and was savagely mauled. So it's better to just stick to watching silly panda videos because about real-life ones, you know the truth now. Which one of these entries came out as a shock to you? Tell us in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. See you in the next one.